If you're new here, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss an update. Today, we're diving into the latest news and rumors about Samsung's upcoming Galaxy S24 Fan Edition. Let's get started. As we all know, Samsung typically releases the Fan Edition version of its Galaxy S flagship phone later in the year. With that time fast approaching, there's been a surge of news and rumors about the Galaxy S24 Fan Edition. Today, we're going to talk about the latest updates, including color choices, design changes, and expected specs. Let's start with the colors. Can you guess which color will be the main option for the Galaxy S24 Fan Edition? Drum roll, please. It's black. Not too surprising, right? Black is a very popular phone color, so it's no shock that Samsung is making most of the Galaxy S24 Fan Edition units in black. But that's not all. According to sources, other color options will include gray, light blue, light green, and yellow. Last month, leaked images of the Galaxy S24 Fan Edition showed a stunning light green color option. What do you think of these colors? Let me know in the comments below. Now let's talk about design. The latest leaks give us a sneak peek at the design changes for the Galaxy S24 Fan Edition. These images reveal that the phone will have slimmer bezels and a larger 6.65-inch display compared to the previous model. That's an upgrade from the 6.4-inch screen on the Galaxy S23 Fan Edition. The dimensions of the Galaxy S24 Fan Edition are reportedly 162.77 77.3 x 8mm. With its thinner bezels and slightly larger body, Samsung has been able to fit a bigger screen into this phone. If these renders are accurate, the Galaxy S24 Fan Edition will feature a triple camera setup on the back, flat metal sides, and a USB Type-C port at the bottom. The power and volume buttons will be located on the right side of the phone. Overall, the design is quite similar to the Galaxy S24 and Galaxy S24 Plus, but with a bottom bezel that is thicker than the other three sides. Now let's dive into the specs and features. Don't expect a Snapdragon chipset in this device. Earlier reports suggest that the Galaxy S24 Fan Edition will use the Exynos 2400 chipset, the same one Samsung used for some versions of the Galaxy S24 and Galaxy S24 Plus this year. This phone will come with 12 GB of RAM and run on Android 14 right out of the box. Camera-wise, the Galaxy S24 Fan Edition will sport a 50-megapixel main camera, a 12-megapixel ultra-wide camera, and either an 8 or 10-megapixel telephoto camera with 3x optical zoom. That's a pretty impressive camera setup for a Fan Edition phone. So when can we expect the Galaxy S24 Fan Edition to hit the market? There's no official launch date yet, but it's expected to come out either late this year or early next year. As we get closer to the launch, we'll surely get more updates and official announcements from Samsung. And there you have it, folks. That's everything we know so far about the Galaxy S24 Fan Edition. Are you excited about this phone? Which color are you hoping to get? Let me know your thoughts in the comments section below. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more tech news and reviews. Thanks for watching, and as always, see you in the next video. In just a few months' time, the iPhone 16 Pro Max will succeed the iPhone 15 Pro Max and take on the mantle as the best and most advanced iPhone out there. Although there's plenty of time until September and a lot can change, we seem to know a lot about the upcoming top iPhone model based on rumors and leaks. How is the iPhone 16 Pro Max shaping up against its predecessor? What's changing and what's staying the same? Let's see how the iPhone 16 Pro Max shapes up against the current best iPhone Apple has in its roster. First up, let's talk about design and size. The iPhone 16 Pro Max will inherit the same design language as the iPhone 15 Pro Max, employing the same titanium frame with a completely flat screen. The major difference between the iPhone 16 Pro Max and the iPhone 15 Pro Max will be size. The upcoming iPhone screen will grow to 6.9 inches across, a significant bump over the iPhone 15 Pro Max's 6.7-inch display. To achieve this, they're likely shrinking the bezels down even further and making the phone itself slightly larger overall. As per the rumors, the iPhone 16 Pro Max will measure 163mm in height and 77.58mm in width versus 159.9mm and 76.7mm for the iPhone 15 Pro Max, respectively. A small but notable change, all things considered. The iPhone 15 Pro Max debuted with an action button instead of a mute switch and a USB Type-C port at the bottom, so those two features will be carrying over to the newer model as well. However, the iPhone 16 series will be scoring another button, dubbed the Capture button. Colors-wise, the iPhone 15 Pro Max was available in 4 understated and titanium-inspired colors. We've heard that Apple might use another titanium processing technique that will make the iPhone 16 Pro Max glossier and also more capable of retaining colors. Moving on to display differences. As mentioned, the iPhone 16 Pro Max will come along with a significantly larger display, measuring at 6.9 inches across. Aside from the size, when you don't clearly expect any other major changes, we're certainly getting a liquid Retina XDR display with an OLED panel delivering superb colors, contrast, and exceptional maximum brightness. The screen will support 120Hz ProMotion refresh rate, making scrolling through the interface and on-screen content way smoother. Now let's delve into performance and software. The iPhone 16 Pro Max will feature a second-generation 3nm chip, possibly dubbed Apple A18 Pro. As one can imagine, we expect that the Apple A18 Pro will have better performance than the Apple A17 Pro. Due to the heavily rumored focus on AI for both iOS and the iPhone 16 range, we expect that the iPhone 16 Pro Max will come with a much improved neural engine to take care of all the generative AI features. The iPhone 16 Pro Max will also be a first to debut iOS 18 with a focus on artificial intelligence features. The new iPhone 16 Pro Max will also support faster Wi-Fi 7 and a more power-efficient 5G modem, keeping you future-proofed on the connectivity front. Let's talk about the camera. As the iPhone 15 Pro Max delivers a host of important camera features, chief among which is the new 120mm telephoto lens, the iPhone 16 Pro Max could finally address one of the forgotten cameras that hasn't recently scored any significant overhauls, the ultra-wide. Analyst Ming-Chi Kuo believes that Apple will be introducing a 48-megapixel ultra-wide camera on the iPhone 16 Pro Max. When it comes to audio quality, iPhone Pro Max devices are always up there with the best, setting the benchmarks for all other manufacturers to measure up against. The iPhone 16 Pro Max will be no exception. The same generally applies to haptics too. iPhones are arguably the best devices when it comes to haptic feedback, giving us precise and accurate vibrations that are sufficiently strong yet not overpowering. Lastly, battery life and charging. The iPhone 16 Pro Max will reportedly feature a much larger 4,676 mAh battery compared to the 4,422 mAh battery in the iPhone 15 Pro Max. Charging-wise, we haven't heard anything about a potential charging speed increase, but we hope to see one on the iPhone 16 Pro Max. So far, the iPhone 16 Pro Max is shaping up to be a logical improvement to the iPhone 15 Pro Max, delivering key upgrades in important areas like screen size, performance, AI, and battery life. Thus far, we haven't heard anything particular about a potential price increase, so it's safe to assume that the iPhone 16 Pro Max will start at $1,199 for the 256GB version. Of course, if there's an iPhone 15 Pro Max in your pocket, then you'll probably have few reasons to upgrade to the iPhone 16 Pro Max. Stay tuned for more updates on the iPhone 16 Pro Max as we get closer to its release date. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for the latest tech news and reviews. Thanks for watching. Until next time.